A day later than expected, they're ready to get going. I'm Tim Callahan, Fox News. U.S. delegation led by Vice President Vance has arrived in Geneva, and they're ready to talk with the group from Iran about the future of the nation's nuclear program and the Memorandum of Understanding. Fox's Bill Maloogian is at the White House. The talks were postponed because of the fighting between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon. A Texas judge is allowing some new evidence in the murder trial of Carmelo Anthony. He was convicted in the stabbing death of another teenager at a track meet. Here's Fox's Sarah Allegra. Anthony was convicted of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison. He will be eligible for parole after half of that sentence. At the World Cup, the Netherlands and Sweden are now playing in Houston. And later on, Germany takes on the Ivory Coast in Toronto. Ecuador meets Curacao out tonight in Kansas City. America is listening to Fox News. The U.S., Canada, and Mexico taking center stage in hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And Vice President Vance tells Fox and Friends weekends this is showing off the U.S. at its best. And this makes it even better. Team USA beating Australia yesterday. That's 2 wins in a row. The Stars and Stripes advance to the knockout round now. Senator Rick Scott saying it's time to pass the Save America Act. It would require proof of citizenship in order to vote in national elections, the Florida Republican on Fox's Saturday in America. But opponents, including many Democrats, saying the act would disenfranchise many voters. It was a violent night in Chicago. At least 12 people were shot on the south side, 2 critically wounded. Police saying an SUV pulled up on a crowd of people and 2 gunmen opened fire. That attack happened not far from the new Obama Presidential Center. I'm Tim Callahan. This is Fox News. Some new information. I'm Tim Callahan, Fox News. White House envoys Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff will reportedly be in Switzerland today. This for the first round of talks on a potential Iran nuclear agreement. Iran's Joint Military Command now says the Strait of Hormuz is closed again, citing continued Israeli attacks in Lebanon. That update from Fox's Max Gordon. President Trump at Joint Base Andrews unveiling the new Air Force One. And the president talking about previous Air Force Ones. This Boeing 747 equipped with Starlink satellite high-speed internet service developed by SpaceX. Now, the new plane, you might actually remember, was a gift to the president last year by Qatari officials in an effort to strengthen relations between the U.S. and Qatar. Following his time in office, the $400 million plane set to be donated to a future presidential library. And America is listening to Fox News. The alleged ringleader of the White House UFC Freedom 250 terror plot has now been identified. And that is Fox's Bill Maloogian. 4 other suspects arrested as well. 2 trains collided north of London this past Friday, killing a driver, seriously injuring dozens of people on board. One passenger described being tossed forward by the impact, then seeing fellow travelers with broken bones and bodily injuries. Both trains were traveling south to London's St. Pancras station when they collided outside the town of Bedford around 5:50 local time. To the World Cup, Team USA is on to round 2 after defeating Australia in Seattle by a count of 2-0. The first goal, an own goal from an Australian defender. The second goal coming at the end of the first half after a review from referees to see if Alex Freeman was onside. And that sound courtesy of Fox Sports. Next up for the U.S., a Thursday game against Turkey. They currently sit at the top of Group D. I'm Tim Callahan. This is